Hi everybody, Coach Susan here with Big on Results Coaching. I help people that are in transition or stuck to live a life of joy and prosperity. And I am here for your Manifestation Monday video on the topic of intentionally. Have you been going through life and feeling that some not so favorable things are happening? Have you recognized that perhaps you are the one that is, yes, unintentionally sabotaging your own self? Do you recognize when you have certain behaviors and what that might mean? Why is it maybe that you are unintentionally sabotaging yourself? Do you have elements of fear? How do you know when you are setting your intentions on things that are going to be prosperous, going to be abundance, that's going to be fruitful? How do you know? Well, when you know what your purpose is and you know what it is with your value systems and your beliefs, then you can set your intentions. A lot of times people think, well, I'm going to set this particular intention and I want it to look like this. And then somebody may say, well, you know what? I want my intention. I'm going to set it to be like this because tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I want my whatever. But do you ever take a look and think about, is that the right intention for you? Are you intentionally doing these things for your own good? So when we know what our values are and we know what our beliefs are and we know what our purpose is, then we can align our intentions with that. So that's going to be the basis and the foundation of doing something intentionally. When you make that choice and you have that deliberate action to do a certain particular task and move forward in your life. That is the ROI. That is your return on investment. That is that thing. That's that equation that you do to manifest and get those things that you desire in your life. So often, we just do what people say. Fall in line. Be a good little soldier. Stay in your lane. Do this, do that. Don't do anything out of protocol. Do what's seemingly right. Do it because it works to my advantage. So I need you to do this. But do we take a look at what is our intentions? What is our purpose, our beliefs, so that we can set those intentions intentionally to manifest the things that bring us joy? Have you been accidentally manifesting things that works to another person's advantage, but not your own? Are you listening too much to the exterior noise and the exterior voices telling you what things look like? So unintentionally, you are sabotaging yourself. They may look great and they may have this huge gain. They may be highly benefiting from you in that type of behavior. So when we unintentionally sabotage ourselves, it's no win to ourselves. We think of other people and we think of other things. Who's thinking of you? It should be you. Only you know what your purpose is. You know what your passions are. You know what's going to fulfill and make you happy. And I'll tell you, it's not stress. So when you're going through life and you feel squished and you feel stressed out, you're not being authentic to who you are. So we need to intentionally set that parameters and that purpose to go forward for our own sake. So the freedom that we obtain from being congruent with who we are, that's where we should be. So we need to intentionally set those goals in place and in practice to receive that level of joy and goodness. So when we recognize our own value and our own belief systems, and we adhere to those things that are within ourselves, yes, makes for a great life. If you are living a life right now and you feel in limbo, if you feel stuck, if you feel unhappy, if you feel stressed out or defeated, maybe fearful, then you're not doing what you should be doing. You need to make that choice to find that purpose for yourself. Be congruent with your belief system. Set those goals and make those choices to live a life that works to your benefit. Why even have a life if everything you do benefits everybody around you, and all the voices of the control or perhaps even manipulation to get you to conform to what somebody else wants you to do for their own gain, when in fact they do not reciprocate back to you? That's when you need to stop. You need to reevaluate things. What is those things that you're manifesting? Are you going through these type of situations and these scenarios? See the high level of benefit that other people are reaping because of your efforts, but nobody's giving back. So at the end of the day, you are depleted. So then when you wake up the next morning and you repeat this routine, how's that a benefit? Do you want to wake up the next morning and do it all over again? Do you just want to stay in bed and put the covers over your head? Have you modified what your goals are to fit into somebody else's life? Or modified your goals to keep the peace? Are you ignoring what your own desires are? What your own purpose is? Your own value system? Your own beliefs? Your own standards? That's where you need to start. That is your foundation. Start there. Look at that component of your life. Intentionally set those goals in place that support the attributes about you that make you so amazing. Set your goals in accordance to that. We all have things that we want to achieve. And some people may be thinking of something that's very detailed, and another person might think of something that's very simple. There is no wrong. There is no right. There is just what it is for you. So make the choice today to live your life intentionally for those things that will bring you pleasure. You want to have that joy in your life. You want to have that love. But we need to not seek that from other people, but find it from within ourselves. We need to be the one that provides love for ourselves. We need to be the one that provides joy for ourselves. We need to be self contained so that we rely on no one. All that you have, all that you need, you have now. It's a matter of laying down that good foundation. We want to lay it down. We want to make the foundation solid, so it will stand for a very long time. If you are on shaky grounds, everything you want's going to crumble. Is it crumbling now? Do you feel a little wobbly? A little shaky? Do you want to feel solid? Do you want to have that pride of knowing that what you created and what you built will stand for your lifetime? I'm Coach Susan with Big on Results Coaching, and I want you to set things intentionally, not just a intention. I have this intention. Here's another one. Here's another intention. I want you to set your life intentionally to go forward, to be prosperous, to be that uniqueness, that difference that's different from somebody else's. Your life is for you. And if you weren't different, then you'd be in somebody else's life, and you'd be them. But you're not. You are you. And you have a lot of life to live. So live it for yourself. Everybody else will benefit from you being authentic to who you are. And that is where the freedom is. If you need help with putting these pieces together and figuring this out, or maybe detoxing from other people and how they may have been deceptive and trying to program you to fit in, to conform to their own standards and their own beliefs that perhaps you don't share, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Until next Monday.